Welcome back to the program Mwanga Uongozini. Tonight, our dear viewer, we are discussing the subject of the role of technical institutions in shaping CBC, and even at the moment, of course, we've heard that the government, actually we can talk about the new government because it is barely 4 weeks old, led by His Excellency the President Dr. William Samoei Ruto, is looking at how they can actually establish a task force to look at what is it that really pertains as far as CBC is concerned. But even as they do that, as a station, we also have a role and also a duty to help you be able to understand, and that is why we've brought to you an expert in matters education, that is Dr. Joseph Chepkony, also the Director NEHEMA Institute of Science and Technology, to help us look at this particular issue. Yeah, we are talking about the diminishing of white-collar jobs and the why, because it's like we still also have some students and maybe some parents who have not yet embraced that right now what we need to do is to encourage our students, our children, to look for what is it that they can actually do through the use of their skills. What can you say about that?
Thank you. I will advise most of the parents, and maybe before I say what I want to say, I want to give a case why we started even NEHEMA Institute. Okay. We started NEHEMA Institute because we realized after Form 4, after Class 8, so many dropouts are left. And they were not able to go to university, not because of their problems, but because of humble background. Okay. Most of the time, they could not be in school. I remember I've been a principal in high school for more than 12 years. Wow. And I've experienced this. And so it came to my mind, why are we leaving these young Kenyans the way that we are leaving them? I said, let me start a college. And I've sponsored Rafiki yangu over 12,000 Kenyans through our program since 2008. Wow. And the reason is we wanted to take care of these people at dropouts. So we brought so many of them. And today, I tell you, they are professors. Today, they are masters. So
these are some of the students who also maybe even did not even go up to secondary level.
Of course, we have an artisan course. I want to tell Kenyans, an artisan course in any technical institution, you can go. Even if you do not complete class 8, you can still get a course in electrical, in secretarial, in plumbing, in so many of them.
How has it been for you looking at maybe someone who had dropped out, somebody maybe who had no even hope, but through that kind of support, they've come here, they've done well, and today they are actually earning their living? How does it feel?
I'm proud, my brother. I'm proud. And in fact, the other day I was telling one of them, even if I die today, I know I've left so many good things. Because some of them, like in this county was in issue, some of them are MCAs. 5 of them are MCAs. 5 of them are in the county government, CCs. And many other places in this country. Yes. So you feel proud if you build somebody.
And that means that when there are opportunities given, we have so many Kenyans who can actually exploit what is it that they actually have, some of their talents, some of the skills that they have.
There's a young man, what time I would show you, he has a very big, large wholesale, selling electrical products. Okay. He was a product of this school, and he's able to employ so many again today. We visited him so many times, and we gave him 20,000 as an appreciation for the good work he has done. He has employed so many, and I'm telling you, there's no way we can cure the problem of unemployment in this nation. It is through CBC. That's the only way we shall have Kenyans working and employing others. And I feel with the white-collar jobs.
Yes.
Of course, we need some people to be in the offices, but we need most of them to be in the farm. My brother, we are now running a shortage of food in this nation. Sure. Is it supposed to be in the 21st century?
It's not supposed, it's actually. Not. Even to see the president flagging off relief food to some areas, it was quite distressing.
It was really not encouraging. What we need to do is invest in human resource. And finally, when they come out, they can go and do the irrigation. They can go and work in the farms. They can go and improve the farming. They can add value to maize. They can add value to milk. And we can have factories. We can have so many things. I'm encouraged the way the current regime is promising. We have good promises.
Sure. And actually, one of the promises is the establishment of what we call the Hustlers Fund.
Yes.
And billions of shillings will actually be pumped into this Hustlers Fund.
Yes.
Now, I know some of these hustlers are people who have gone to technical colleges.
Yes.
Some of them have a lot of skills.
Yes.
When now they are provided with support like this one,
Yes.
how do you think will help them?
Hey, we shall be able to employ so many, my friend.
Wow.
And I want to advise, if it's possible, they can visit these technical institutions.
Okay.
Because they can identify the best students in the community. And they can form a cooperative. And they can be able to start projects that will finally assist others and even encourage others. You see the theory of believing in a necktie, a white-collar job.
Yes.
Still there, it's still there.
Still there, yeah.
Most of our parents say, this technical issue, I don't want.
Sure.
I want them to take other courses.
Okay.
But finally they lose because we may end up having all of them unemployed.
Wow.
So I would encourage, the way you are saying, that we have all the resources invested. And our president, Dr. William Ruto, when he was the Minister of Education, he really supported DVET.
Okay.
And I wish he can continue doing the same. And my prayers, and this is my humble request to all Kenyans and leaders watching us tonight, that let us also support the private tertiary colleges.
Wow.
Because they have students and they have children of Kenya. They are not coming from a private state.
Yes.
They are children of this nation.
Exactly.
I would request kindly our president to consider public and private tertiary colleges.
Yeah. And talking about private and public, Bwana Director, as far as CBC is concerned, because there are those who have argued that the model is good, but then it becomes expensive and therefore the need for infrastructure. What infrastructure is supposed to help the growth of CBC? What are some of the infrastructure that are put in place to ensure that the skills that are supposed to be given to the students are actually, they come in handy and they are actually effective in helping them actually to do what they're supposed to do in the job market?
It is really a lot. There are a lot of things to be invested. But like now, a course like electrical requires a lot of items, a lot of instruments, a lot of structures. We have all these other units. You look at most of the public universities, public institutions, they have invested a lot, millions and billions of money.
Okay.
Because if you want to deliver a competent person, you must have all the equipments that are necessary.
Okay.
And so there's a lot that is required, both in the public and the private. And my prayers is to develop the existing, not adding more and more and more. Develop the existing. Like, for example, ELDORET National Polytechnic is a big institution. If we can improve, then go to a private institution like NEHEMA, why not? Add something. We shall be able to observe many students and train them well, and have the teachers to train them. Like now, most of the vocational training institutions lack teachers. But if we train more and more, the public service can employ. And what will happen, we shall have enough teachers in all the areas, because we don't want to run short of human resources. We need to train them, get the skills required, and then now impart onto the students who are there. Like even this issue of primary schools, I agree with the Teacher Service Commission that the teachers who are there should be trained. After training in competent-based curriculum, the way they are saying, then they can be able to deliver to the young people. And these young people can grow and go to the university, go to high school, whatever the program they are taking, and they will have that program continuous.
That's very interesting there. Now, Bwana Director, what is it, because you've talked of an institution like this one having been there for several years and nurturing out students, what does it take to sustain such an institution? and ensure that it maintains maybe its core values, and help so many students who come to look for courses so that they can actually go outside there and become quality Kenyans in terms of what they are doing to build the nation.
Thank you, sir. Now, it's important to look at so many aspects when it comes to training, because these are technical area. The person should get quality training in terms of handling whatever is supposed to be done. So we need teachers. We have been employing teachers who are well trained, who are competent in that area, so that when they handle in those programs, they are doing it to the best.
Right.
And they deliver what is required as per the curriculum.
Okay.
The second item is the structures. Make sure that the facilities are there. If it is handling food, we should have something that is related to what is in the society.
Okay.
If it's an hotel, it should be the same standard. If it is a program like agriculture, we should have the same standard that if it goes to carry, it's the same thing happening.
Wow.
And whatever they get, finally, they can take it to the employer. They can take it to themselves, to their farm. Sometimes I tell them, please go and handle your own programs. Let us not go to employment only.
Sure.
Let us go and handle our program. And I've seen so many of them doing it. And as a college, we have assisted with some resources. I've told you I've given so many, 20,000 each. And I've been monitoring. That money is revolving.
Wow.
It's not yours. Immediately after you have done well,
Yes.
you bring the money. We give to another one. Then we give to another one. Finally, it will assist so many students. And the government can borrow and live from that.
Wow.
Don't give somebody money to consume.
To consume, sure.
Let them use that money to develop skills, knowledge, and build himself. Add value to whatever he's doing, and then return the money, and then give to another person.
Wow.
That will work.
Thank you so much, Bwana Director. We are pressed for time, but just as you look at that particular camera, speak to a student looking at you, watching you tonight, speak to a parent watching you tonight. They are maybe confused as far as CBC is concerned. They don't know whether they should actually support this model, whether they are pupils. Others are actually even worried. How will our pupils, or what will happen to our children if this particular model is scrapped? Talk to them, encourage them tonight, even as we come to the conclusion of our discussion.
Thank you, sir. I want to talk to Kenyans, especially parents, who have said they have suffered a great deal in terms of cost. I want to encourage them with the task force that has been formed. Please realize those things will be reduced so that the cost will not increase. But then, everything that is good has a cost, because you have to sacrifice so that you get the best. I will call the parents, I will call the young people, I will call the stakeholders. Let us come together. Let us reason together. This is a very good program that will go a long way to build this nation. The problem of food security can be sorted out by CBC. The problem of unemployment can be sorted out by CBC. The problem of so many things that we have today in this nation, so many problems, we can solve them when we embrace CBC as parents, as teachers, as stakeholders, the ministry, the Teacher Service Commission. Let each one of us play a positive role, criticize positively, and bring in inputs that will improve this program. We shall be like the 7 tigers of the world that are now ahead of us. We have so many countries in Asia, so many countries in Europe that are ahead of us. Why? Because they embraced programs that relate to CBC. And today, they are making so many things. I want to tell them, why are we importing even simple things from China?
Toothpick.
Even toothpicks, even whatever. Those things can be done by a class, whatever, program child. And we should be able to embrace this, and all of us support it 100%, and we shall see it achieving our objectives as a developed nation, a developed country that is always not running short of food, and basic commodities. I pray that the government and the nation at large and the stakeholders and the unions, trade unions, will support this program. Let us do it for the best of our nation.
Thank you so much, Dr. Joseph Chopkonyi, an expert in matters education, also the director, NEHEMA Institute of Science and Technology. Yes. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate your insights and your contribution, even in helping our viewers to appreciate the role of CBC in helping even our country and even as a society at large.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And that's why we bring it to a close for tonight. Our dear viewer, thank you so much also for your time and also for your contribution. We want to believe that at least you've gotten a point or two as far as competence-based curriculum is concerned. My name is MANGICHO MOLA. On behalf of the entire crew that has made our show successful tonight, we'll do it again next week. Have a blessed evening and enjoy the rest of your viewing.